Hey everybody, welcome to all the preppers, the freedom preppers, and of course any firearms enthusiasts out there today, and maybe even some tech heads. Perrin Lovett here from Freedom Prepper, the freedompreppercommunity.com, and of course the Prepper Post News. And today we're going to do something a little different. I am reviewing a product, and believe it or not, it's not a Freedom Roasters coffee product that you drink. I know, I was surprised too. We'll be talking about OxyClean Spot Stain Remover. Before the show, if you spill hot sauce on the button of your shirt, you can get it out and leave a little damp spot. No. What I've got here today, I'll go ahead and show this to you in the box. We're going to unbox this and talk about it. It's the Mantis X Shooting Performance System, and this is you can buy this from mantisx.com. You can check that out. MANTISX.com. Mantis GenerationX.com. And what this is, it's a they have several products like this. This is a motion sensor. We'll discuss how it works. Goes on the rail of your firearm, pretty much any firearm with a rail. Everybody kind of associates that with either pistols or rifles, and that's most of it. But any Picatinny rail system, I'll show you how this mounts up. And what it does, it tracks your shooting, your movement, because the slightest movement in your hand will affect where the projectile goes downrange. And this, we'll get into how it works. But let me just walk through MantisX.com. This is something Scott came by, and I agreed to review it. These guys are out of Illinois. I've read through this once. This is take number 2. I decided to redo this. This isn't going to be so much as a 2-in-1 review. Is this just going to be a straight review of the product and what I think of it and what I think you should think of it. I don't do a lot of product reviews, and so we'll get right into this. They've got several of these that work on different types of technology, laser for instance. This one is motion activated. The other reviews, the pro reviews, are really, 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 really good. You've got Pew Pew Tactical, the NRA, Moss. Moss thinks highly of this particular system. In fact, calling it a stone cold bargain or stone cold deal. He wrote something up after the 2017 SHOT Show. You can find all that under reviews at Mantis X. You've got contact information. You got a pop-up. There's some videos of people actually at a range showing you how this works. I couldn't do that for reasons I'll explain. Not a hindrance to some of you. You've got at the site, they take all forms of payment, and I understand these are very reasonably priced. They've got their the how-to, the instruction manual, terms of service, frequently asked questions, and there was one that I honed right in on. I was thinking about calling, but I decided not to. But anyway, let's go into the box. It's a nice little box, and again, let me show that. One of these days, we'll have technology, and then on the back side, you've got more information. You can, we'll do some, maybe put some still photographs up in the review. This is a very, very, very high quality packaging material. So you open this up, and immediately you're confronted with the quick start instruction card, which is, I give them one thing. Everything you touch has a extraordinarily high quality feel. Inside the box is the case. It's a rubberized neoprene, feels water resistant zippered case. Gonna open that up, and there we go. That little thing right there is the smart sensor. You've also got a micro USB for charging. You can hook this up to any phone charger or your Storm Protection Agency charging solar charger. You've got your, if you want to show your pride in the Mantis system, you probably, with the light, you probably can't see, but that's the design, and it says Mantis in white letters that don't show up at the bottom. Take one, I was wearing a black shirt, of course, which didn't help at all. But anyway, this lighter blue, now cleaned of the stain, is where the action is at. So anyway, this is it. This is the smart sensor. This is the system. You've got the yeah, you can actually see that. You've got the charging port there, the small end of the USB line, and that's how it just slides right into the rail system. I don't want to see this as you can kind of see. Goes down, and there's a little snappy. It stays in there. On the bottom, okay, you can see that button. The green flashing light. Green means go, so it means it's working. I think they say it lasts 8 hours on a charge, and nobody should spend that much time at the range. If you do, take the solar charger with you. One click to turn it on, a prolonged 2-second click to turn it off. So anyway, where was I? The instruction card. All right. I will show this to everybody. And on the back, it has suggestions and questions and comments and so forth. Okay, it's a 3-step process to get this thing rolling. Step 1, download the Mantis X app on the App Store, that's Apple, or Google Play, Apple or Google, onto your smartphone, the app. I'll just take a pause right there. This is, I guess this is 2-part. It's me and people like me versus everybody else. I don't like smartphones. I don't like phones. I don't like apps. I don't like computers, electricity. The irony that I'm doing this by video is not lost on me either. I'll say I stand in for the folks that don't have a smartphone. I, of course, can't use mine now because missing my high-dollar camera, I'm having to record on the phone. I'll get into my dislike of apps in a second. But step 2, assuming you do download the app, and I see no issues with the app itself. Step 2, you attach the Mantis to the rail system of the firearm of your choice. Let's say it's a pistol or rifle. And step 3, you open the Mantis X app and follow the instructions. The instructions are also on their website. It gives it's relatively easy to use, and it tells you all the different things that this contraption does. Let's talk about it for a second. So it's motion. I guess it works better without the gun, but it's motion sensor. It's a smart sensor, and when you line up, squeeze, not pull, squeeze the trigger, obeying all rules of firearm safety, not like Alec Baldwin. This records the motion. I suppose it records the pull, because everybody, no matter how good you are, no matter how low the poundage on your trigger, there's going to be some kind of up, down, side to side, back and forth rocking. And then, of course, there's the recoil. And this is what it does on the app on your phone. It shows you exactly where the bullet went. You can see that on the target, but it tells you how you're pulling. And, based on that, you can correct. You can, if you're pulling right, well, just shift left. It also keeps track of everything, creates a log, and you can check your improvement over time. Does all kinds of things. Check that out at the website. And it keeps track. And they say, and I really believe this, that your average shooter shows improvement within 20 minutes of usage. I have used systems like this a long time ago when they were much more complicated, and they do work. They do. It's like having a spotter right there. And in fact, they say this little gadget is the most demanding spotter that you can have at the range. And about the app, the frequently asked question that I went straight to was about why does it want to know your location on your phone? And that's just so that Android or Google or Apple can know where you are. Mantis, they say their answer that they don't need to know where you are. They do want you to know that they could access your location. Therein lies, that's my problem with most of this. Anything smart, I don't like. I am a Luddite. I'm a curmudgeon. That's fine. What happens with you've got, this is Bluetooth operated. This communicates Bluetooth, low frequency, low wattage Bluetooth to your phone. It's transceiver in the phone. You've already gone through Google and Apple, and now you've got a tracking system built into the app. It's not in your phone. It's in the cloud, which is just somebody else's computer. I don't know. I don't know anything about Mantis, but I trust these folks. I mean, they claim to be shooters and engineers, and it appears that they have built a wonderful product that really, 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 really works very well as advertised. It's my job, what I do, to point out the little things that people tend to overlook. What's the security like in this app, and why does that matter? Well, you probably have apps for the weather, little fly fishing game, the NFL. Some of you may have TikTok or SnipSnap or some of that stuff. There's a reason why they want your information. Those kind of companies use it. I don't think Mantis does, but it's somewhere. And what's their security? I don't know. It's probably very good, just like it was at all the banks and the insurance companies and websites and the mass social media sites where they had a breach eventually. What is the danger? There probably isn't one, but as I see it, this is you. You have to register this, name and email. Somebody else could figure out the rest. You have a gun. And now they know not only that you have a gun, who you are and where you are, but how you shoot. Is that important? Probably not, but in these times, especially moving deeper into this decade, things that I have talked about over and over again, not something I would really want out there. I'm probably just being paranoid, and again, I don't want the NFL app or any of that other stuff. So my recommendation is, it's not do as I say, don't do as I do. I'm just putting it out there. I have not downloaded the app, won't, not interested. I'm fascinated by the technology. I think it works very, very well. In fact, I know it does. If Moss says it works, if he says it's a bargain, it's a bargain. Going to recommend this with just a word of caution about the technology of it all. Not as it affects you and the gun, but as it affects you and the gun and outside parties that may not be known to you at this time. So that's that. That's as good a review as I can do on a electronic gadget. If you would like your modern technology picked apart by a curmudgeon, let me know. I may have to come up with some sort of highly priced schedule of what I do. But anyway, I think it works. I think it will help you. I've used these before. If you've ever shot with a pro or an instructor or a coach, drill sergeant, they can look and tell. They can look at the way you're shooting versus and the target. How you're how you pattern up the target. I know you're probably right on bullseye. They can give general suggestions. That's what this does, and it's good to have a database built to see your improvement, see if there are any areas you need to work on. So anyway, that will be that. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, or I guess I should give that a trigger finger up with a caveat. Caveat would be the safety. Trigger up, safety on. Perrin Lovett for Freedom Prepper, reviewing the Mantis X Shooting Performance Enhancement System. Check that out at mantisx.com. Have a great day.